We're gonna rush the rise and fall of Limo. Why is
Used to be that you saw a limousine and wondered who was inside. Maybe a celebrity or a CEO. Limos used to be cool and chic.
What? That used to be a limo?
Now they're kind of gaudy and icky. They're dying out, even if the industry itself isn't. Business Insider's Emily Stewart tells us how limos went from decades of prestige to a fast fall out of fashion.
Limos for a long time kind of felt like the height of fancy, like a thing a corporate executive would take around.
The first limos were made in the early 1900s, and they weren't even cars. They were horse-drawn carriages that just had more space. Then, in the roaring 20s, manufacturers developed the limo into an elongated automobile. And they just kept getting longer. Today, some stretch limos are over 60 feet and easily fit 15 passengers. And they have luxury touches.
15? That's crazy.
Like a full bar, sofas, and in rare cases, a pool. As more limos were produced, more folks began renting them out, not just the uber wealthy. But then something changed.
It's important to talk about the 2008 financial crisis and the recession. It was a really bad look in 2008 for a CEO to be popping out of a limo.
So they started opting for more subtle ways of transportation. After the CEOs, others followed. Celebrities, brides and grooms, prom-goers, and funeral attendees.
I mean, you think about the last few years, kind of quiet luxury has been a trend, right? Where people want to have some affluent stuff, they want to have nice things, they want to do nice things, but they don't want to look like it.
But it's not just a matter of social status. Booking a limo is not exactly easy or cheap.
Nowadays with Uber and Lyft, right, you can kind of ride in a nice-ish car, depending, without really having to call ahead, without having to plan ahead. I think that's something that does freak the industry out. One of the business owners I talked to referred to Uber and Lyft and rideshares as glorified hitchhiking.
And there have been safety issues too. In 2013, a limo fire in California killed 5 members of a bachelorette party. And in 2018, a stretch limo crash in New York killed 20 people.
If you think about how they're made, they're literally a car, like a Cadillac or a Hummer, and they're cut in half and then kind of welded back together. And one guy described it to me as like arts and crafts.
That's crazy.
I don't really want to be in a car that feels like arts and crafts.
Few stretch limos are even being made anymore.
What?
And there are many used ones just gathering dust.
You can find a lot of limos online, on Craigslist, on Facebook Marketplace.
Yo, what if I just bought a limo?
Some limos aren't dead, but
That'd
the
be funny,
industry
right?
has changed significantly.
Hold on, let me just see how much a limo costs. How much does a limo cost? No, not... 100K, yeah, GG's. I think like you could see like a good 1,000, right? Up to $200. Yeah.
Significantly in the past decade or two. A transportation company that once had several limos in its 50-vehicle fleet might now only have a couple, or none at all. Many companies are even dropping the word limo from their names.
The modern-day limo is hiding in plain sight. It's not the stretch limo that you think of. Most of the time, most of their fleets at this point are just other vehicles.
Like SUVs that offer more space. Or a party bus.
So coming into this, I was kind of like, weird that limos are gone. And by the end, I was kind of like, good that limos are gone. We don't want them anymore. This, to me, felt like a little bit of a case where the marketplace got rid of something that we don't really want around anymore. And again, I don't want to say like every limo is a death trap or really fear-monger people. But they're not that comfortable. They're not that safe. And when you have better options, why not go with those?
Every video. Interesting video.
I'm going hard, I need to go again. They call me slipping, fucking once, but I don't slip again. That's why I'm out with my brothers till the fucking end.